Alright, boys. Quick trade recap for the day. I got somewhere I gotta be in a little bit. So, basically, what am I coming into the market looking at? Asia accumulation, London manipulation, distribution lower. But this could also be classified as Asia accumulation, London manipulation lower because London broke out above the highs and closed above the highs into a manipulation lower of Asia lows to then manipulate and then distribute higher and then get a New York continuation higher up to what would be all-time highs. And if you take a look at the weekly chart, we are getting this weekly candle range theory playing out, and my weekly buys played out basically perfectly. Monday and Tuesday were bearish, their manipulation down there, and the rest of the week just pumped up. So hop to the 1 minute. Sorry, I'm looking like dosed up on coffee right now, but basically coming into the market open, need to see some sort of retracement down for our New York continuation longs. And what do we have? We have this unfilled 15-minute down here. Yes, I use for value gaps. And we have this unfilled 5-minute with all these lows down here as well. Mark that out. And so what does market open do? Manipulates barely lower, but it doesn't really actually manipulate lower. So I can expect this to be manipulation. I can either expect this to be manipulation to want to trade down, but since I have my daily bias to go higher, I'm expecting this just to be distribution and then this to be manipulation after 10 a.m. So we can mark out this little internal manipulation here. We get negative 4.5 top ticks this move. So after this, we start displacing lower, right? We get this manipulation leg from the high to the low. We get -1 right here. What does -1 align with? In between the 5 and the 15-minute gaps. So we have all these lows stacked up, resting liquidity. Boom. 10 a.m. opens right here. Immediately just displaces lower, no top wick. So we can expect price to what? Trade back to the 10 a.m. open. We can expect all of this to be manipulation lower to trade higher. And so I will turn this off so you guys can see better. But we have this. So come down, hit the -1, sweep out this low, this internal low after 10 a.m. And then what do we look for on ES? ES actually took out this no bottom wick candle as well. Nasdaq did as well, so that was a good draw on liquidity being swept. Now, also zoom out a little bit, take our OTE from here to here. If I can mark this out, you can see we're rejecting off the 0.79. Boom, perfect. Okay, cool. Delete this stuff. Now, we hit the -1, and what do we have? This 1 minute fair value gap. We immediately inverse the shit. Am I going to take it off the inverse? No. You know I don't take inverses. Wait for a little retest inside of the inversion. Right here. And took it off the rejection here. Entry ended up being something like this, but it's an internal CISD resweep of the IVG, and my stop loss was right here, and I was just targeting the 10 a.m. open high, which ended up being here, and boom, made 800 on 5 evals today. Usually Fridays are kind of sus, but made 4K on evals, and then I made just over 1,600 on my funded today. So W day. Also took a nice trade during Asia session last night, midnight open. But yeah, pretty relatively easy day in terms of bias, and we're just edging these highs now. But yeah, if you learned something, comment and subscribe.